watching Sam TV.
Good evening. Happy Eid Mubarak to all our Muslims Ummah out there. And you're watching News at 9 p.m. on Sun TV, the Pulse of the Nation. You can also follow us on Facebook at Sun TV and on YouTube at Sun TV Live. Now the major headlines. On national news, Muslims across Taraba observe Eid al-Adha with faith, sacrifice and resilience despite economic hardship as Governor Agbo Kayfers disburses millions to Islamic groups and families of late scholar to support Eid celebration. Construction begins on Eko Resort in Ibi and Zongo Kombi to boost Taraba's tourism and ecosystem as Center for Gender Studies in federal universities. Ukari hosts stakeholders. The host stakeholders meeting on students' inclusions and gender-based violence. On sad notes, Nigeria mourns former Chief Justice Mohammed Lawal Uwais as he was held for judicial reform and electoral integrity. International news. U.S. sanctions ICC judges over Netanyahu warrants. ICC decries move as attack on independence. Business. Cloud computing and AI key to African growth. SOFILA 2025 highlights strategic tech innovation. Entertainment news. Eminem sues Meta for unauthorized use of music on AI and metaverse platforms. Sport news. Barcelona targets Nigerian Ademola Lookman as cost-effective alternative to Luis Diaz. Talk on the way. And Bridget James, and now the news in full. Muslims across Taraba State and Nigeria are observing Eid al-Adha today, a sacred festival marked by faith, sacrifice, and reflection, despite ongoing economic challenges. Many faithfuls continue to uphold the tradition of Eid with prayers, community gatherings, and acts of charity. The resilience showed by worshippers across the state speak volume about unity and faith value during trying times. Teresa Ayuba completes the report.
Muslims across Taraba State, Nigeria, and the world are today marking Eid al-Adha, a sacred festival honoring Prophet Ibrahim's devotion and willingness to sacrificing his son in obedience to God's command. In Taraba State, celebration are subdued this year due to the country's economic hardship. Inflation has pushed up price of sacrificial animal, making it harder for families to perform the traditional rites. Despite these challenges, the spirit of sacrifice, faith, and unity remains strong among the people. Honorable Zachary Ismail, chairman of Ador-Kola local government area, sent his warm Eid greetings to Muslims in the community. Security agencies have intensified vigilance across the state to ensure a safe celebration, with advisories urging citizens to be alert and report any suspicious activities. In a similar spirit, political and community leaders have stepped up effort to assist vulnerable groups affected by the economic downturn. Mr. Najib Muhammad, a manager of Supercash, a fintech bank in Jalingo, spoke on the resilience of Nigerian Muslims during these trying times. As families gather to pray, share meals, and remember a profound lesson of Eid al-Adha, their faith shines through adversity, highlighting the enduring strength of community and devotion.
Today is Salah. We call it Eid al-Kabir. Literally is a Salah that all the Muslims used to do a sacrifice by slaughtering a ram or a camel or anything that we can be able to afford that is Islamically binded. Today, based on Sunnah, in the morning, you don't need to take anything, more especially if you have intention of slaughtering a ram. That's layya. So you don't need to take anything. You come to mosque. When you come to mosque, we perform a 2-rakat prayer with a sermon from the Imam. And today, having been a day that is devoted for sacrifices, it is a day when every Muslim will seek for forgiveness and pray for his own family and any other thing. Because more especially, like yesterday, it was the day of Arafat, which is a very significant day within the 10 days that was usually we perform a lot of supplications. So the basics among the day is all about seeking the forgiveness and making the sacrifices for the sake of Allah.
Okay, thank you very much, sir.
Okay, my name is Honorable Ismail Zakari, Executive Chairman of the local government. This Salah, I'm so happy I'm excited. About the ram, that you see every Muslims cutting the ram is a sacrifice for almost the year. For any Muslims that worship God, that is the end of the year of any Muslims of his worship. That is why we have been sacrificed our worship with the cutting of rams. Yeah.
What do you have to say to your the people of Taraba? What do you
Salah is almost the best Salah in the year of the Abu Kefas. If we see us very happy, people are eating drinks, visiting relatives, the celebration of this Salah. And I want to call the good people of Tarabians always to support His Excellency, the Abu Kefas administration, which always means stand on our people to see that everybody is doing well. That is why I am calling the attention of the good people of Tarabas. And Ardokoro local government is one of the local government that always been wishing His Excellency for his best of every activities, especially Ardokoro local government. So we are very happy with him. We are supporting the Abu Kefas at any time, even in the midnight. Our local government is together with the Abu Kefas.
Okay, thank you.
Well, Salalea is a recurring event. It is an event that is celebrated almost every year after Ramadan. When you do small Salah, that's Karami Salah, then comes the Salah, the Eid Adha, which is Salalea. And today we are celebrating it. Yes, the significance of slaughtering a ram is Prophet Abraham was asked to slaughter his son. I know most of, even the Christians will know about that. When he was asked to slaughter his son, then when he was ready to slaughter the son, then God gave him the ram as a sacrifice for slaughtering his son. So from there it begins. Every year Muslims do that to emulate Prophet Abraham.
To sunana Isa gida da manci. Maganganu da yawa da dama irin like kaman su yanayin zamantakewa just na rayuwa kaman tsakanin mu addinin musulunci. So the best abunda laiha yake bamu zai da yake bamu. So na farko duk wani zunubin da kai a rayuwa musamman jiya azumin da aka je so an yafe ma na shekaran da yau da shekaran da dai zo shine the best muhimmanci. Sa'annan babban ladan da zaka samu na yau in kai yanka duk wanda yanka rago yau so ladan shi na daban ne saboda ranar gobe kiyama an ce duk abun da ka yanka shi zai cece ka sannan shi zai hayar da kai siradi ranar gobe tashin alkiyama. So kamar yadda suke yanka rakumi, rago, kaza, akuya duka wayannan so su ma da nasu daban but amma the most worst part of it wanda bangaren lada so shine ragon. So ragon shine babba. So shi yasa duka wasu yan uwan musulmai na duniya kowa akwai wanda ake samu suna da kudin rakumi suna da kudin akuyan so ba sun fi so su yanka ragon yafi so shine. So but for me, even for me, ragon is better. Shine.
Yes, this significance of celebration of today is to celebrate the Eid al-Kabir. That's the big Salah when we slaughter rams and have a joyful occasion. Yes, we slaughter ram to commemorate the situation whereby Abraham was supposed to sacrifice his son, but instead he was given a ram to sacrifice instead of his son. So we are commemorating that event. Okay, he talked about peace and harmony, and also that we you enjoyed all of your celebrations in peace and also harmony?
Sunana Nuruddin Adamu. Yana da muhimmanci sosai, musamman kuma da ya haɗu yau ga sallah kuma juma'a. A ga haɗu da kusan murna za a ce murna har guda biyu. Wannan ya samu mutane. Wanda dai cikin yardan Allah an yi sallah lafiya, kuma lokacin sallar juma'a ma yanzu duka za a je a yi sallah duka. Wa'azi ne dangane da rayuwa da kuma yanayi da ƙasa yake ciki, an yi addu'a Allah ya kawo sauƙin komai da kuma abin da duk yake gudana, da kuma an ja hankalin mutane da su kasance masu kula da kuma roƙon Allah kan al'amari dangane da cewa ka zagi gwamnati gara kai addu'a Allah ya kawo gyara.
Sana Ibrahim Usman. Kuma irin yadda nake jin daɗi ko kuma wasu walwala ko wani abu haka. Gaskiya bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Gaskiya alhamdulillah muna gode ma Allah da ya kawo mu wannan rana. Kuma wannan dama dukkan wani musulmi na duniya bukatar shi irin wannan lokaci. Kuma muna jin daɗi Allah yana mana, kuma Allah ya ƙara nuna mana dukkan wani wanda yake Najeriya, Allah ba mu zaman lafiya, Allah kuma ya ƙara ɗaukaka mana na kasar mu gaba ɗaya mu. Sannan kuma musulman mu da kiristoci mu Allah ya ƙara haɗa kanmu, Allah ba mu zaman lafiya a kasar mu Najeriya gaba ɗaya. Sannan mun gode kuma da Allah ya kawo ku wannan lokaci. Eto laya an faro shi ne tun daga manya-manyan mutanen mu da suka gabata kenan, annabawan mu kenan. So laya wani abu ne wanda idan ka yi shi zai amfane ka ko da ka mutu. Mun muna ɗaukar shi kaman ceto kenan, abin da ya cece mu ko da mun mutu. So shi ne muke kira da layya.
Alhamdulillah ina nika wa Allah godiya da yana ni wannan rana, so kuma ina addu'an Allah ya maimaita mana wannan rana bila adadi. So mun ji daɗi sosai. Ni alhamdulillah na yi sallah a masallacin abin nan Apollo Square na Polisawa, a nan na yi sallah. Alhamdulillah komai ya tafi daidai, kuma muna addu'an Allah ya maimaita mana wani shekara. To gaskiya alhamdulillah liman ya faɗakar dai sosai game da wa'azin yau, so kuma faɗakarwan gaskiya ya yi amfani sosai, saboda akwai suna tunani saboda wai sun yi sallan idi ba lallai su sallan juma'a ba. Amma yana da kyau liman ya ce don mutum ya sallan idi ya zo ya sallan juma'a, saboda sallan idi shi ba farilla ba ne.
Teresa Ayuba reporting for Some TV.
It was indeed a wonderful celebration. In a related development and as part of efforts to support the Muslim community during this festive season, Governor Agbo has disbursed millions of naira to Islamic groups and families of late Islamic scholars across Taraba State. The gesture delivered through the special advisor on Muslim religious matter aimed to strengthen religious harmony and ensure no community feels left behind during Eid al-Kabir. Some TV correspondents complete the story.
Ahead of the Eid al-Kabir celebration, Taraba State Governor, His Excellency Dr. Abu Kifas, has disbursed millions of naira to various Islamic groups and the families of late Islamic scholars across the state. The disbursement, which marks a significant show of support for Muslim community, was carried out on the governor's behalf by his special advisor on Muslim religious matters, Alhaji Hussaini Ismail. The event, held in Jalingo, brought together leading Islamic organizations and families of revered Islamic scholars, some of whom passed away after years of dedicated service to the faith and community. In addition to organizational support, the governor extended financial aid to the families of 34 late Islamic scholars who made indelible marks in the development of Islam in Taraba State. Governor Abu Kifas also sponsored the medical treatment of several Islamic scholars currently battling illness, further underscoring his administration's commitment to citizens' well-being and inclusive governance. The beneficiaries, visibly moved by the governor's benevolence, offered prayers and gratitude, hailing the initiative as unprecedented in the state history. Many noted that this was the first time such a comprehensive gesture had been extended to the Muslim community on this scale. Speaking during the event, Alhaji Hussaini Ismail reaffirmed the governor's commitment to the transformation of Taraba State through equity, compassion, and support for all religious communities. He described the initiative as part of the governor's broader agenda to promote unity, peace, and social development across all segments of the state. The gesture is expected to further bolster community trust and foster peaceful coexistence as Muslims across the state prepare for the Eid al-Kabir festivities.
Transitioning to development news, Taraba State is taking bold steps to boost its economy and tourism sector. Construction has officially begun on 2 eco-resorts in Ibi and Zongo Kombi communities, backed by the internationally acclaimed La Campagne Tropicana and supported by the state government. The project is to create agro-tourism and promote Taraba's rich cultural heritage. Lilian Yakubu completes the report.
Construction has officially begun on 2 world-class eco-resorts in Taraba State, marking a major milestone in the region ecotourism development. The Taraba State Commissioner for Heritage and Ecotourism, Honorable Joseph Titus Nagombe, announced at a press conference in Jalingo that these resorts, developed by the internationally acclaimed La Campagne Tropicana Beach Resort, will be located in Ibi and Zango Kombi communities. Honorable Nagombe emphasized that this project is a significant step towards establishing Taraba as a leading destination for agrotourism and ecotourism, not only in Nigeria but across Africa. A team of experts from Trinidad and Tobago is set to lead the construction and provide training for local farmers in mechanized agriculture, ensuring the benefits extend beyond tourism to sustainable development. The commissioner attributed this project's success to the investors-friendly policies and visionary leadership of Governor Dr. Agbikefas, whose efforts have improved infrastructure, forested peace, and attracted investment to the state. He reaffirmed the ministry's commitment to preserving and promoting Taraba's unique cultural and ecological heritage through partnership like this with La Campagne Tropicana. Honorable Nagombe also called on the host community in Ibi and Mayoreni to embrace the project with a spirit of hospitality and ownership, assuring investors that Taraba offers abundant natural resources and a peaceful environment ripe for business growth. Meanwhile, the CEO of La Campagne Tropicana Beach Resort and president of Motherland Beacons, Mr. Wanle Otumba, described Taraba as a land of opportunities, stressing that this initiative is about more than constructing resorts. It's about telling Taraba's story to the world. He pledged to elevate the state global tourism profile. The dual eco-resort project is anticipated to generate significant employment, celebrate cultural heritage, and farming, establish Taraba as a premier ecotourism destination in West Africa.
This is a press briefing for the commencement of partnership with La Campagne Tropicana Beach Resort in Lagos with the Taraba State Government. I, Honorable Nagombe Joseph Titus, Commissioner, Minister of Heritage and Ecotourism. With me is Dr. Wanle Otumba, the President of La Campagne Tropicana Beach Resort and the Motherland Beacons of Africa, and the Permanent Secretary, Mr. Samuel Lawyer. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished fellow Tarabans, it is with great pride and deep sense of responsibility that I welcome you all to the important press briefing today. We mark a new chapter in tourism and economic revitalization in Taraba State, one that brings us closer to our vision and making Taraba a model sustainability of heritage and ecotourism in Nigeria, indeed Africa. I'm pleased to officially announce to you that La Campagne Tropicana Beach Resort, a global renowned African theme resort brand, has commenced bulldozing and preparatory construction work for 2 world-class eco resorts in Taraba State. Right now, the first phase in Ibi and Mayorenewa, now in Ardokola local government. This project is not just another investment, it is a bold step towards transforming Taraba into a top-tier destination for agro-tourism and ecotourism. This resort will offer an immersive African cultural experience that speaks directly to the heart of our identity, designed to replicate and celebrate the culture, architecture, cohesion, art, and lifestyle of the host communities. The resort will serve as a cultural homecoming for Africans in the diaspora and a source of pride for all Taraba. In a testament to this seriousness and scale of this project, we are glad to inform you that engineers and tourism development experts from African and many different countries will be on ground. Here with us, the president of Motherland Beacons, who is our consultant together to commence this project. To lead the construction of this eco-resort with an international standard blended with African originality. To train local farmers in modern mechanization farming techniques, to empower initiatives that will assure food production in alleviate and sustainable in host communities. Let me be clear, this is not only an isolated effort, but a commencement of this project is a direct result for our deliberate efforts of our Taraba State government under the leadership of our visionary leader, Dr. Abu Kefas, His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Taraba State, to attract sustainable investment into the state. Our policy reforms, infrastructure development, peace building, and targeted investor engagement are now yielding invisible result for the Prof today. Under the Ministry of Heritage and Ecotourism, we have made a priority to identify, protect, and promote Taraba-rich cultural and ecological assets. Our partnership with La Campagne Tropicana Beach Resort, a brand that has successfully operated resorts across Nigeria and Africa for over 41 years, with a reputation for forcing tourism and heritage, is part of our broader strategy to preserve our culture while generating income and employment for our people. We are proud to say that Taraba is becoming a preferred destination for investment, not just in ecotourism, but a global agro-business, culture, hospitality, and so on. This resort will complete with Taraba and on a global tourism map, provide platform for showcasing our art and history, and stimulate a regional tourism economy that includes crafts, marketers, tour guides, transport services, and more. To our communities in Ibi and Zangong Kombi, I said this project is for you. You are not a bystander, you are partners. And we all ensure that voices, your custom, your welfare, and everything is being taken care of. To our investors, present and the future, Taraba is open for business. We offer you not only a fertile land, a natural beauty, but also a government that listens to people that are hospitable and vision that is bold to include all. To the president, thank you so much for your continuous partnership. Help us share this to the world. Honorable Nagomi Joseph Title, Commissioner, Ministry of Heritage and Ecotourism. Thank you.
I have just a few questions for you. My name is Nemeka Abimoha. I report for Channels Television. How do you feel partnering with Taraba State, knowing the fact that Taraba is open for investment and you are one of the first set of people that are coming in to do this? 2, what have you observed so far that you started this, and where do you think you can come in to make it better, not just for Taraba residents, but for those who will be visiting the site? 3, how do you intend to improve what you've seen on ground, knowing the fact that you've started work already?
Thank you very much, members of the press, gentlemen of the press, I must tell you that first of all, I was very excited to come to Taraba, but I wasn't too sure of what I was coming to see. When I got to Taraba, I was shocked at the level of possibilities in the over 54,000 square kilometers of area, the second largest